Hey, what's up guys, Brad here. So today I just woke up kind of late and found out we're getting a new mini box, Fortress of Gears, coming on March 25th. So I think that's going to be at 1 AM in the UK and then in America it'll be on the 24th. So we're now back to the normal box release time rather than them being in the middle of the day for UK people. So these next 48 hours are going to be insane for Yu-Gi-Oh fans because we have Link Evolution update coming out on Switch and of course on PS4, Xbox One and PC. And now we have this, which is going to be hopefully pretty fun, because if we look at the old re-added cards, we're going to be getting some Resonance support, maybe Phantom Beast, and looks like MACHINA. So this could be a very, very cool box. So let's go to the card details, see what's up, and let's see if this box will be better than the Ninja mini box, because that one was pretty disappointing. Anyway, let's go to the website. So here we are, Fortress of Gears. Clearly we have MACHINA Fortress in this set. I'm going to scroll down really quickly so we can see stuff. And there we go, MACHINA Fortress. This is our first new card of the day. So first up we have MACHINA Fortress, a level 7 Earth Machine. You can discard machine type monsters whose total levels equal 8 or more, then special this card from your hand or graveyard. If it's drawn by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it, so on destruction it kind of trades itself for one of your opponent's cards, which is really, really cool. And then before resolving an opponent's monster effect that targets his face-up card, you can look at your opponent's hand and discard one card from their hand. So really, whenever this guy gets affected, you're getting some form of advantage as well, so it's always a fair trade with this card. Now, the really good thing about this is that its first effect, special itself out, you can use itself as part of the cost. So you can do, say, activate the effect to summon this guy, and then you discard himself, and discard like an Orcus Heart Power or something, and then summon himself out, because he's still in the hand or in the graveyard, the summoning condition kind of meets, so that works. So basically, this guy, plus any other machine in your hand, is him on board, which is pretty crazy. Then for our next ultra rare, we have Vision Hero Faris. So this is another card in the TCG that is really, really good in hero decks. You can discard one other hero monster special summon this card from your hand. If this card's normal special summon, you can place one Vision Hero monster from your deck except itself in your spell and trap card zone, face up as a continuous trap card. Also, you can't summon monster from your extra deck for the rest of its turn, other than hero monsters, so really, it's designed to be used in a hero deck. Level 5, so a way to summon itself out for a small cost is quite nice. And of course, the current Vision Hero support in the TCG, I think we've got Poisoner and Duel Links already. They work with the whole spell and trap cards and mechanics, so hopefully we get some more in this box. And if we do, this card might see some play, because he sees play in the TCG, so in Duel Links, I think it's fair to say he would do. Then for our fun ultra rare, we have Ballista Squad, a trap card, tribute one monster, then target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. This is kind of like a Raigeki break, which I think is fine. I don't know how good it's going to be, but 1-for-1 removal, I guess, is pretty good. I don't know. It's a weird one, mini box, because the last ultra rare is always something that's like a bit generic, or might be good in certain decks or not, so I don't know. Next up onto the super rares, we have Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Okay, so this is a level, well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Level 10 Dark Dragon Synchro. Very good stat line. Requires 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner Dark Synchro Dragon type monsters, so basically Red Dragon Archfiend is your go-to card for this one. You contribute 1 monster, then target 1 Red Dragon Archfiend monster in your graveyard, special it, so if you have another tuner on the field, get rid of the tuner, summon a Red Dragon Archfiend. When this card inflicts bad damage to your opponent, you can special summon 2 tuner monsters with the same level, 1 from your deck and 1 from your graveyard in defense mode. Each effect once per turn. I don't know how good he's going to be for that second effect, because obviously Duel Links, you only have 3 zones, so he needs to be on the field alone to get that effect off, which then of course next turn you can then tribute one of the tuners to summon out Red Dragon Archfiend, because really, you're going to use Red Dragon Archfiend to go into this. You might use things like Red Rising Dragon, because you summon that out. You then get another tuner out from that, go into Red Dragon Archfiend, special tuner from your hand, summon this guy. I think that's the most logical through line to go into this card, but it'll be interesting to see how good this card actually is. It's a good stat line, very good artwork, and I know certain people will be very excited about this card coming to Duel Links finally. Next up, we have Splendid Rose. Okay, so the mini box leak we had before, that was correct. We talked about this one already, so I'm not really going to go over it. It's a generic plant synchro. It's like a synchro version of Blackwing Gale of the Whirlwind, so I don't know if it's that good, but for a super rare, I guess it's fine, and it can attack twice, and maybe this will trigger some banish effects in your graveyard, so it's okay. Not the best card in the world. Then we have Machina Gear Frame. So One thing I didn't point out about the Machina Fortress is that these cards came out in a structure deck in the TCG, and they were meta for a while after that deck came out. So these guys, regardless of how good they were before, you're getting some good cards that can and hopefully will see some meta relevancy. So Gearframe is a level 4 machine union monster, so that's a mechanic we haven't seen in a while, but it's back now. When it's normal summon, you can add one Machina monster from your deck to your hand, so you can add Fortress or any of the other Machinas we have in the game except Gearframe straight to your hand. So I think you're going to be playing 3 of each, so that's 6 copies of Fortress basically in your deck, so the chance of opening that in Duel Links in your hand is very, very good, so that's a good thing already. Once per turn, you can either target one machine type monster, equip this card to that target, or unequip it and special summon it in attack mode. So, and then of course it has the general protection effect that most union monsters have, so it's a very good searcher, it's a very good stat searcher as well. 800 attack points is nothing to scoff at. I think this card will be very good regardless of what other support we have in the deck for Machinas. I think this card alone, plus with Fortress, is going to shake up the meta completely. Plus, as I said earlier, we have Orcast and Duel Links, so maybe there's some synergy with that deck. We'll have to wait and see. Next up, super rares, we have Vision Hero Increase Level 3 Dark Warrior. If you take battle damage or effect damage while this card is in your graveyard, you can place this card from your graveyard in your spell trap cards as a face-up continuous trap card, so it's very similar to Faris, but Faris can get this guy in the graveyard to then be used for its effect, so that's pretty cool. During your main phase, if this card is treated as a continuous trap card, you can tribute one hero monster you control, special this card, so you can then tribute Faris to get this guy back out. And then, because this guy was special summoned from the spell and trap card zone, you can then special one level 4 or level Vision Hero monster from your deck. So that then gets you immediate access to Vion. Vion can then do its whole thing to search out Poly. So that's a nice little combo there, and I feel I'm getting more Vision Heroes in this box. So if we are, then that's not the whole story for Vision Hero. So so far, pretty cool. And obviously they're dark, so they work with good old Mask change into Anki. So yeah, I think these guys might be pretty good. Next up is Super Soldier Soul Level 1 Earth Warrior. You can send one BLS monster from your hand to the graveyard until your opponent's end phase. This card's attack becomes 3000 and its name becomes BLS. Okay, I'm liking that so far. You can banish this card from your graveyard to add one Beginning Night or even a Twilight Night from your deck to your hand, so I'm assuming we're getting those in the box as well, which I've been, they've been in the game files leaked for a very, very long time now, so that's pretty cool. Once per turn effect, that's really nice. Now, I don't think we're going to be getting the Ritual, which you can see as armor in the background. I don't think we'll be getting that because that would be an ultra rare, but still, some more BLS support is always very nice. Then we have Envoy of Chaos. Okay, so there's our BLS support. Level 4 Dark Warrior. During either player's battle phase, you can discard this card and target one BLS or Gaia monster you control. It gains 1500, and if it does, every opponent's monster that battles this card has its attack turned to its original attack point. So I don't think this means that, say you had Soldier Soul, and you battle opponent's monster, the opponent's monster would become 0. It wouldn't. It would become the original attack of that monster. It's basically just saying any buffs it had, they've now been removed. So in that sense, that's fair enough. There's not many things in Duel Links right now apart from like Power of the Guardians or whatever, or even like the Wind Dragon of Ra maybe, that do have an inherent buff to them. So I guess that's fine. And once per turn during end phase, if this card's in your graveyard, you can banish one light and one dark monster from your graveyard, except itself, add it to your hand. Next up, we have Red Sprinter. Okay, did I talk about this one? I can't remember if I did. I don't think I did. When this card is normal special summoned while you control no other monsters, you can special summon one level 3 or lower Fiend Tuner from your graveyard or hand. Okay, so your turn 1 play is you summon this, you summon a level 2, you go into Red Rising Dragon, then you get the level 2 back and go into Red Dragon Archfiend, and you find a way to get into Bane. I guess that's what I think with this. This is a very, very cool starter card, not only for turn 1, but also for, turn 3 and onwards. If you've kind of fallen back in the duel, this card just then gives you a bit of recursion for your monsters in your graveyard. So, honestly, I quite like this guy. Then we have Sky Striker Maneuver Jamming Waves. Okay, so, Sky Strikers in Duel Links, I guess. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target one set spell trap card on the field, destroy it. Then, if you have 3 or more spell cards in your graveyard, you can destroy one monster on your field. Obviously, this would work really, really well in the Link format. That's what the Sky Striker deck is kind of based around, is the fact you just go into the Link monsters, then you have an entire board free. In Duel Links, that's not really the case, so I can see why they've made it super rare, because it can be very good in the right deck, like maybe Spellbooks could use this card in. That'd be pretty cool, but in general, this is a turn 1 back row removal, which is nice, but I still feel like Cosmic's just the better card overall. Like, this, we might get to a meta where this card is very, very good, but right now I don't think it's, you know, the hype of Sky Strikers might carry this card and make it see a little bit of play, but I don't think it's that amazing overall. Then we have Humid Winds. Okay, so this is a big one because this is the first Aromage card we're getting in a box, I believe, rather than being in the card trader. So Konami clearly, you know, doesn't really care about the card trader anymore. Very, very good trap card. I've seen this one in Link Evolution in the campaign, the new Reigns mode, so this card was kicking my ass, but you can pay 1000 life points to add one of your monsters from your deck to your hand. If your life is low in your opponent's, you can then gain 500 life points, so you can pay it, then gain. Of course, that then gets you a search off, and also gets you the effects of the Aromage on your field, because like say you had a Jasmine, that's a draw. If you had the blue one, Rosemary I think it is, that's then switching to defense mode. If you have a Bergamot, that's then gaining attack points, so really, really good card, and one that the deck has needed for a while now. And there are still a ton more Aromage cards to come in Duel Links, so this is going to be pretty nice, I think. And since we're on to trap cards, this might be the final one. We have Wall of Thorns. This is a Mirror Force for plant decks. That's pretty much all it is. Not the most amazing thing in the world, but still pretty cool card. And is that it? That is it. So we're getting some other cool things in here. Let's just do a quick scan of what's in here. So yeah, beginning and evening night, we're getting minimum race. So we're getting more Vision Hero cards. That's always quite nice. Aromage Marjoram. Okay, we're not getting the Synchro seemingly, but that's fine. Some more of the new Aromage cards is pretty cool. This guy here, Phantom King Hydride, I really like the look of in my leak video, so this card might be worth a look at. It's a normal, but it can be treated as a tuner or a non-tuner for a Synchro Summon, so pretty good. It's level 3, so combos very well with the Psychic Wielder, Psychic Tracker deck, so you might want to use that. I'm getting Laurel as well. We're getting Gardening, okay. That's pretty nice, and we're getting Vision Fusion, cool, okay. So, overall the box looks pretty neat. It's definitely not as hype as the most recent main box, because that one was just kind of ridiculous, and I feel like maybe that's the direction they're going in, is the mini box are going to be a bit less hype than the main ones are going to be the ones we really, really want, but bringing things like Machina Fortress into Duel Links is going to be very interesting to see what happens, because I think these two right here, Gear Frame and Fortress, are going to be the big uns. They're going to be very, very good, and combined with Orcasts, they can do some pretty devastating things to the duel. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. We're getting Dry Winds as well. Did I just miss that one out? Or is that... No, we are getting that as well. And we're getting Blessed Winds. Okay. So we're getting quite a bit of Aromage support in this box, but we're not getting the Synchro, unfortunately, which is whatever. But maybe that'll come in a card trader update. Who knows? Anyway, that's me done for today's Duel Links box review. Hope you guys did enjoy. I do apologize for it being a bit messy around the edges. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.